Welcome back to Alliance War. It's the final war of Season 37. For Loki is facing the Matrix. I'm going to be bringing a team of my two most used war champions this season, CGR and Rhulk, as well as a champion I haven't used at all in several seasons, Omega Sentinel. So first up, Path 9A. That's a CGR path, as you know. I would speed up these fights if they needed it, but they don't. First one is Weapon X. This fight is over super fast. The standard rotation, heavy into the light ending combo, into the medium ending combo. It's pretty funny when I throw the SB2 in this fight, Wolverine actually goes unblockable and unstoppable, but it doesn't matter because the SB2 rinses him completely. So that's done. Now we're going to move on to this Knull. This Knull can be a little bit tricky because of insult to injury, which just means you can't rely on your parry. But other than that, you've just got to watch out for the indestructible at 2 bars of power, which you can shut off with the 5 judgments. So I'm just throwing the heavy to get the aptitude in the first judgment, not worrying about, again, the parry. Then I'm going to do my light ending combo for the power gain, then the medium ending combo to start doing damage. But I got to wait out the indestructible first. So that's what you see me do. Here, throw it. I've got enough judgments to prevent the indestructible from reappearing, and now I throw in my special 3, and this fight is over. For these fights, because there's no void on this path, I have on the full recoil mastery tree. I also have big power back boosts. So next up, I have Aarkus on 21. In the last war video against Noon, you saw me take this with Rhulk, and I took a lot of damage. At that time, I said this is a CGR fight, and it is a CGR fight. I get a guidance pre-fight from my good friend Vega, and so I can then not have to worry about Aarkus's tenacity. So pretty easy, standard rotation, parry heavy, parry light ending combo, parry medium ending combo, special 2, and Aarkus is dead. There were some comments in my last video because I had said that Mephisto could do this fight. Mephisto absolutely can do this fight. People, one dude was like, yo, Mephisto could only throw 3 special ones, and really, that's all you need. The reason to not use Mephisto is because Mephisto sucks, and you can really only use him for 1 fight. I originally was not supposed to be doing this Void on 22, but we had to do a quick change of plans, and obviously CGR can absolutely rinse this fight. So one problem, I forgot to take a video of it. So I'm just going to reenact that fight using a duel. This is almost exactly how that fight went, and almost exactly how fast it was. So yeah, there's CGR versus Void on 22. Next up, we're going to be taking Node 25 onto 6B. This begins my 3 mutant fights in a row. I'm going to be using Omega Sentinel for all 3. Storm X is up first. She's a conduit defender, which means you want to have on the heal block, so that way you can knock her down and not have to worry about the global. So, and use a medium ending combo to get the heal block, then light ending combos to pause the heal block for 7 seconds, leading up to a special 2. The only really thing about this fight is you're going to be dexing a lot of Storm X's special 1s. So whenever she crosses a bar of power, you'll see me start baiting those out because she can go unblockable. Yeah, good times. But otherwise, this is a really easy fight. Omega Sentinel is really good for it. She was a good counter to this globe because of the heal block. And this is a fight that she's built to do. All right, so moving on to 6B. First up is the Kitty. I'm going to keep Omega Sentinel in her cowardice, so that way I can manage Kitty's prowess. But again, it's just medium ending combos to chew through the prowess. I'm going to go ahead and speed up this fight. Omega Sentinel crushes Kitty Pryde. There are some nodes on a war map where this is more difficult, but Path 6B is not one of those. I mean, this is just a really cake fight. You really don't see any problems, and boom, Kitty Pryde is dead pretty fast. So next up, you've got Mags. Mags is another conduit defender. Omega Sentinel is a great counter to Mags because her ability accuracy cannot be reduced by mutants. So therefore, even though she's metal, Mags can't really do much to her. So it's the same fight that we really had against Storm X, where we proc the heal block, and then we do lightning combos to extend it, build power up to the special 2. I'll speed this sumbitch up just because it's really not that exciting. All these fights are pretty much the exact same in terms of using Omega Sentinel. It's just getting the right debuff on, and then just extending it until you get to the special 2 for the big damage. So, pretty simple stuff. It's fun to use Omega Sentinel. It's fun to show PWF that he's not the only dude in the battle group that can use her effectively. So this was my last planned fight of the war. I could have used Torch for it, but I figured if this is my last planned fight, I need to give you all more of what you come to this channel for, which is Red Hulk videos. So I decided to do this fight with Red Hulk, which is pretty simple. It's knocking down Rintrah. I play this fight pretty badly, but Red Hulk is a monster and can survive it. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed it up. Yeah, not really much to do other than I get myself, I lose my indestructible, get rooted in the corner. Yeah, so I just use the special 3 once I get the intercept to reset and do some big damage to Rintrah. I mean, like I said, Red Hulk is a super big tank on this node, the intercept node with, you know, it's a Red Hulk fight, man. He crushes Rintrah, especially in my hands. So yeah, this is my last planned fight. I wanted to end my season, my first season of doing YouTube videos on a high note, using my favorite champ in the game. But I ended up having to pick up an extra fight. There was one dude in my battle group, whose name I won't mention, Super Sam, who brought the wrong team to war. He was originally scheduled to fight this Terrax with a Hercules, which is a great counter, but he forgot to bring Hercules. So I decided to pick up this fight with CGR. It's an easily doable fight with CGR with some tweaks. First, there's the counter heavy for 1 judgment. Then I'm going to do a medium ending combo for another judgment. Then I'll do the light ending combo for the power gain, so that way I can get over the 2 bars of power and begin the SB2 cycle. The way that CGR works is that the more judgments you have, the longer his buffs last. So I wanted to have as many judgments as possible to ensure that I had the 2 bars of power. More judgments equals more power. And I needed to get to 2 bars so that way I could rinse this guy with the SB2 cycle with the cosmic power back boost. So that's it. 8-9 fights, all solos. The season's over. Hopefully 4 Loki wins this war. We're pretty much locked into Masters. And I'll see you all in a few days for some season rewards. Take care.